I'm gonna crash VidCon by pulling the fire alarm. Ready, set, go. No, Krishna! Pretty much instantly, the alarm started going off and everyone was leaving the building. And you could even see people running for their lives. And I was really happy because my plan was going perfectly until a few minutes later when they put out an announcement saying it was a fake alarm.
There's been a false alarm. Normal.
And sent out security guards looking for me. Of course, I don't want to get in trouble, but all the fans kept on swarming me and asking for photos while I was trying to leave, and eventually security stopped me and banned me from ever coming back. Watch me do something dumber here.
TikToker Krishna Sahay releases new gender.
You heard that right. I created my own gender, and with over 58 already public, I thought it was time I identify. And it got so official that even Forbes, Yahoo Finance, and the BBC made articles about it. The name, Krishna Fluid. Get it? Because my name's Krishna Sahay. But the only way I was gonna make this actually work was getting thousands of others to identify. So after wiring Logan Paul over $30,000, Krishna Fluid was about to go mainstream.
I'm officially converting to Krishna Fluid.
I accidentally destroyed a Bugatti and it wasn't even my fault. It started when I was in a super expensive car dealership and my friend dared me to try and test drive the Bugatti. So I told him I wanted to buy it and ask for a test drive. Obviously, your boy Krishna Sahay cannot afford that. And they said, no, I can't drive it, but they said I can sit in it, look around, and even ride along as a passenger. So I hopped in, they took me on a joyride, but there was one problem. I was holding 3 Starbucks cups, and when they floored it a little bit, I accidentally spilled it on the dash and all over the floor. Also, for legal reasons, this didn't happen, okay? Don't sue me, Bugatti. I told them I was sorry about the floor mats and the dash being dirty, and I thought it wasn't that serious until I got a letter saying I was getting sued for $80,000 because Bugatti floor mats are so expensive. I do more insane things here. I'm gonna prank this stranger by vandalizing his car and then giving him a brand new one. As soon as he went into the store, I went up to it, grabbed a can of spray paint, and absolutely went ham all over the car. And within just a few minutes, the car looked absolutely terrible. And when he came back, he was definitely pissed. And since some random other guy saw us doing it, he literally called the police on us. But that's when I came in to surprise him with his new car. Brand new BMW right there.
I don't care about that BMW. My grandma just gave me this one before she passed. You wrote
But clearly he was not happy at all since he was emotionally attached to the Camry. But who cares? I still have a Ferrari. How many times can you drop your drink in a drive-thru before you get banned?
Why are you dropping the water?
Oh, I'm not dropping the water.
Yes, you are.
To test it out, I ordered a water and a biscuit and started my evil tactics. And after the first time, the guy just thought it was a simple mistake and handed me another one. But after I dropped it again, he left and called in the big boss, who told me this.
Why are you dropping the water?
Oh, I'm not dropping the water.
Yes, you are. Why are you doing it on purpose?
I'm not.
Why is he recording?
He's not recording.
But of course, I just dropped it again, and even though they were pissed, they still brought out another item, which I dropped again. And let's just say I got arrested later. I found a way to legally rob Walmart, and it's actually super easy. First, you want to go dig through their trash can until you find some random receipt. Next, you want to grab a shopping cart and start getting all of the items that are on the receipt and putting it on the cart. I got super lucky because this guy spent a ton of money. He even bought a full TV. Now that you got all of the stuff on the receipt in a cart, you want to walk straight past the area where you check out and pay and go straight to the customer service return area. Next, you want to show them the receipt and tell them that you don't want any of these items anymore, that you don't need them, and they'll give you a full refund in cash. And just like that, you made a few $100. I do something more devious here. I found a Target infinite money glitch. First, you want to go in and look for an item that's in a box that's less than $100. I took this Lego set as an example, and you want to start absolutely destroying it. Poke holes, break it, the whole nine. Afterwards, you want to go to an employee and ask them for a discount because it's broken. They'll give you 20 to 30% off. Then you want to take it to the checkout counter. Make sure you do self-checkout and make sure you pay with cash. This is important. I'll explain why later. Once you're done paying for it, wait 24 hours, then come back and return it. Tell them you lost the receipt. They'll scan it and give you the original amount as a full refund. For legal reasons, don't actually do this, but watch this. I found a secret Target infinite money glitch, and it's actually easy. First, you want to walk straight into the store and grab a cart, and then you want to find a popular drink. Anything works. I chose Vita Coco, and you want to just start taking as many as you can. For this example, I took 15 of them. And you want to check out completely normally, just buy them. I paid $40 for the 15, and make sure you keep the receipt. This is super important. Next, you want to go to any other store that sells these, but in big packs. So I went to Costco and grabbed a pack of 15, and as you can see, this one was only $20. And now you want to unpack them from the cheaper pack and use these to return them them back to Target and get a full refund on the $45 while only paying $20. And just like that, you made a $20 profit, and I do something smarter here. I found a Walmart infinite money glitch. First, you want to find a Walmart that has a lot of bananas. The more, the better. Then you want to start loading them into your cart. I'm talking hundreds of them. You literally need to buy at least 101 bananas for this to work. You'll see why later. Then you want to go to self-checkout, scan them. I know people are going to think you're crazy, and if the employees know what you're doing, they're going to be mad, but just keep on scanning till you get to the 100th banana. Then you'll notice they'll give you a bulk order discount of 25% when you check out, so pay for it and keep the receipt, because the next day you're going to come back with half the bananas, show them the receipt, and ask them for a refund. The Walmart won't even check, and they'll give you a full refund, and then you can keep the rest of the bananas as a profit. I do dumber stuff right here. I found a way to legally rob Walmart, and it's actually genius.
TikToker Krishna Sahay saved thousands of dollars through Walmart hacks.
Walmart stock down 36% overnight.
We will make sure Krishna is executed.
Here's how you do it. You want to get to your closest Walmart 20 to 30 minutes before it closes. So if your Walmart closes at 11, be there at around 10:30. It won't work if you don't. You want to get your items that you plan on buying and get to the self-checkout area. But instead of just scanning all your items and paying like you normally would, we're going to do this a bit different. Find out what costs the least and then scan it first. Then the second cheapest. So we bought a super mini trash bag. We also got this hand massager. Last but not least,
Krishna's your new girlfriend. She's gonna be in the makeup.
everyone around you is gonna think you're weird, and all the employees working, if they catch you doing this, they're gonna be a bit upset. Because what happens when you click pay is crazy. Your boy Krishna Sahay just finished scanning everything, and I'm about to put you guys on crazy so far. So when you go to pay up, a pull up saying that an employee is needed at your area for assistance, and as soon as they scan their badge, everything is 50% off. Follow. Here's how you can legally steal any Labubu. First, you want to go to an arcade near you that has a Labubu claw machine, and instead of just paying the money for it, because it literally costs $5 to play, and testing your luck, because keep it real, you're never gonna win, you want to buy one of these claw machine keys that literally can open any claw machine, so you can just take out the gifts and use it on it and take your Labubu and just leave. I do more ridiculous stuff here. I found a way to legally steal a Nintendo Switch. First, you're gonna want to go to your local Walmart and just buy one. Nothing weird here, just pay for it, but make sure on your way out you grab some tape. This is super important. Next, you want to go to the parking lot, take the Nintendo Switch outside of the box, and take out the controllers. These are yours, keep them. Next, you want to take some rocks and fill up the empty box with them to make it feel like it's heavy. Next, you want to use the tape that you got earlier and seal up the box and make it look like it was brand new. Now, just keep it with you a little bit, then go back inside straight to the exchange and return section and tell them that you just don't need it anymore and you want a refund. And most of the time, they're just gonna look at the box and see it's sealed and not do anything, but just in case they do open it, just tell them that when you bought it, it came like that, and you'll get a full refund and keep the Nintendo Switch. I do dumber stuff here. I found a way to legally steal a PS5. First, you want to go to any Walmart that has PS5s and ask them to open up the little section. As soon as they do, grab it and run. Get out of the store. Even if the scanners start beeping, who cares? Just keep going. Just kidding, that's not the method, but this is. You want to go take it and pay for it, and make sure you add the protection plan. This is super important, and you'll see why later. Next, you want to take it to your house, take it out of the box, and use a screwdriver to open it up and take out every single important internal component. And then you want to fill up the case with coins, rocks. I used poker chips in this example, and then seal it back shut, put it back in the packaging, and go back to Walmart to return it. They'll spend like 20 minutes trying to check everything, but just trust in the process, and they'll give you a full refund, and you get to keep all the important parts of the PS5. For legal reasons, don't do this, but watch this. I was the stunt driver in this famous Pepsi ad, and it went horribly wrong. So I saw this job listing by Pepsi saying that they needed a professional C8 Corvette driver to act in their ad, but they said one of the requirements was that I needed to be able to drift the car really well. So I went out and practiced and eventually slowly got the hang of it, and then they finally told me to come in and film. I came in and they basically told me they just real quick needed to go and inspect my car, so I gave them my keys and they took it to go check for some things. I guess it's like safety reasons. Well, hours passed and they still didn't text me back or tell me anything about what was going on. So I eventually checked the location of my car, and it ended up it was headed toward the Mexican border. So I was thinking, oh my god, these guys just scammed me pretending to be Pepsi and doing this ad. Eventually I went to hunt it down, and we even found this video of the guy going like an ungodly speed in the car, and eventually the police got them. We towed the car back, and if you think this was crazy, wait till you watch this. Giving homeless people food except with an explosive. Yo, are you hungry by any chance?
Yeah.
What would you like to eat?
Pizza would be fine.
A pizza? All right, we got you. Got him some pizza? Yo, man, I got you the pizza you wanted.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, man.
Yo! Birds in that tree, check this out. Yo! With this. And honestly, the packaging literally couldn't be worse. It came in cracked. Instead of calling it a burning device or an arson device, this thing literally lights things on fire. They've literally written long-range blue light equipment. I guess that gets them out of legal trouble, so we're gonna unbox it. Krishna, are you sure this is even legal? Bro, when have I ever cared if things are legal? They literally give you glasses so you don't kill yourself with this thing. No, ow! What the Ow, once I'm gonna wash my eyes. Oh my gosh, ow! Bro, oh, that is so far. No, that actually hurts, like unironically. But I should not have done that again. Ow. Not burn real money, guys. Don't ever do that. Okay, highly illegal. You can see the smoke. It started to smoke, so we decided to pour in some oil to take it to the next level. Yo, are you seeing this? That wasn't even the coolest part about this thing though, because look what it did after we pointed it at a bunch of birds and trees. There's a bunch of birds in that tree, check this out. Yo! Yo, Krishna, you're crazy. Did you get that? Shit on me. Record it. Bro, shit on me. Bird shit on him, that's hilarious.
Yo, you got two. Go.
I found a way to legally steal iPhones. First, you want to go into the Apple store and buy a brand new iPhone, but make sure you pay with cash. This is important for later. Next, you want to take this iPhone home and absolutely destroy it. We smashed the thing, drove over it. I mean, the phone was absolutely cooked after I was done with it. Then you want to take the broken phone, put it back in the original packaging, and go back to the Apple store and tell them it just came like that. They'll say they're so sorry, give you a full refund, and also will give you a brand new iPhone. I do more illegal stuff right here. Here's how you can get unlimited Pokemon cards for completely free. First, you want to go into any major store and buy a big pack of Pokemon cards. And then you also want to buy a pack of normal note cards. You'll see why in a second. Next, you want to go pay for them, walk out, and you want to unbox them. Just take all the Pokemon cards out. Remember, all of these are yours now. And then take the note cards and stuff them into the box until they feel about the same weight. And then you want to go back the next day, return them, get all the money back. And I do more crazy things here. Here's how to get a free PS5.
Hey, excuse me. You got a PS5?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, can I keep your receipt? I'll throw it out for you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
Fine. Next, you want to go inside to the electronics section and ask for a PlayStation.
Do you guys have the normal ones? Yeah.
Now that you have it, since you already have a receipt, you're good to go. Even if they check it, they'll tell you you're good, and that's how you get a PS5 for completely free. I found a way to hack the arcade machine into giving you unlimited try.
Dave & Buster's stock down 68% after TikToker Krishna Sahay reveals arcade glitch.
Thousands emptying claw machines across the country.
When interviewed, he said, all for the gram. Love the gram.
First, you need to get a dollar coin and a dime. I promise this is all gonna make sense in a sec. Then you want to get to the claw machine, and most claw machines should work for this, but this part is absolutely crucial. You want to find this little key slot and grip the dollar and dime just like this and push it in. Now we're gonna reprogram the joystick and the machine. Hold this down for like 10 seconds with some pressure and start pushing the right side or spam.
Krishna, you look a bit stupid, not gonna lie.
Then swipe your Dave & Buster's card, but be super careful.
Oh, I swear to God. Yes, for the video. Yes, sir.
Last time we did this, we got kicked out by a staff member.
That was intense, so subscribe. I found a way to legally rob Amazon. First, you want to find the nearest Amazon warehouse to you. Go there and start waiting for delivery trucks to start leaving. You want to follow one of the Amazon delivery drivers. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes, sometimes it takes 40 minutes, but eventually they'll stop at random houses, walk out of their truck, and drop a random cardboard box. What you want to do is go grab these cardboard boxes and take them and put them in your car. You want to repeat this until you have about 10 packages. Then you want to go home, open them up. Sometimes you'll get a bunch of stuff like this time where I got 12 iPhones in a package, and other times you'll just get some useless little table. Regardless, you can take these to the pawn shop or go and sell them online and make easy money. For legal reasons, don't actually do this, but watch this. I found a way to legally rob McDonald's, and it's genius.
TikToker Krishna Sahay saving thousands of dollars in McDonald's burgers.
McDonald's temporarily shut down its corporate offices across
across the U.S. today.
CEO stating that he will make sure Krishna Sahay is terminated.
Here's how. Get to your nearest McDonald's and go to the order yourself kiosk. Select pretty much whatever you want as long as it has a burger in it. So I'm picking the Happy Meal with a little mermaid toy.
Krishna's such a child, I swear.
But now we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Go to the ingredients section and take out the entire bun and all the meat out of it. I know this sounds crazy, but just trust me, you'll thank me later. So now it's just ketchup and basically no burger. But what this does is glitch the entire Happy Meal that still has the toy and milk, but now it makes it completely free. But if you want to take this to the next level, subscribe. I found a way to hack into any Ferris wheel.
TikToker Krishna Sahay causes Ferris wheel malfunction.
Dozens of people panicking on the Grandscape Ferris wheel.
When interviewed, Krishna Sahay told officers to please put a W in the chat.
Here's how you do it. You want to find one of these black boxes near the control panel. They have to be this exact one. Every single Ferris wheel has it just fine. You want to get close to it, but instead of pressing any of the buttons on things a little bit differently, since we're trying to hack into their interface, you're going to go and turn only this exact knob and then unplug it entirely. The staff members are going to think you're really weird and they might call security if you're not careful and quick enough. But what this does to the Ferris wheel once you actually get on it is absolutely insane. Alright, so we're going on the Ferris wheel right now, but the cops actually found out what we were doing because they were waiting right outside. What this does is actually pretty crazy. I'm putting you guys on for real, so subscribe. Because as soon as you reach the top of the Ferris wheel, it'll completely stop. Whoa, where's it going? Oh, it stopped! It's an announcement about the malfunction.
Attention everyone. The Ferris wheel has
But be super careful doing this because we got escorted by the cops and detained. If you guys want to subscribe. I found a way to legally steal an Xbox. First, you want to go into any major store that sells them and you want to pay for it, take it home, and also buy a really cheap Xbox online like this one and wait for it to come to your house. This is important. Once it gets to your house, you want to replace it with the other Xbox and make sure you seal it shut. Then take it back to the place you returned it from. But when they ask you why are you returning it, make sure you say, oh, it was just a code 45. This will let them know that you're actually a technician and that it's a manufacturer defect, and they'll instantly give you a full refund without even checking. I do worse here. Can you scam the Lego store with fake Temu Legos? To test it out, I went in the store and picked this random Lego set and just straight up bought it. But I knew there was a way I was gonna get this for free. So I went ahead, found the exact same set on Temu for like $3. And then when it came in, I went ahead and opened it up and it looked nothing like the real one. But I took all the parts out, put it in the real Lego set and took all the real Lego stuff out and kept it for myself. And then I went back into the Lego store to try and return it. And after talking to them for a little bit and showing them that, oh, I just didn't want it, my little cousin didn't want it no more, they ended up just giving me a full refund. I almost died for flipping someone off.
Shots fired in Frisco, Texas after incredible road rage incident.
It seems to be Krishna Sahay again causing trouble.
Due to Krishna being a minor, it had been difficult to apprehend him. But we will have him captured, either alive or...
So I live in this goofy gated community, and while pulling out of it, there was this guy like speeding down 80 miles an hour, and I didn't see him at first, but I accidentally like cut him off and went in front of him. The speed limit was like 50. I could hardly notice him since he was going so fast. And the guy was in this Tesla and he was pissed, so he started flashing his blinkers at me, and then I started flashing my blinkers back at him. But then I made a big mistake. While he was passing me up, I went off to flip him off because like, what the hell, why are you speeding like that anyway, right? And then you have the audacity to flash your blinkers at me. But when we finally stopped at like a nearby stoplight, he did something I absolutely didn't expect. He got out of his car, started walking towards me, and flashed the fact that he had a gun. We sped off when we heard the unbelievable. I almost died filming a YouTube short. See, I was driving in a rural town when I noticed something strange on the side of the road.
Do you see that thing? Yo, what is that?
Dude, what is that? I'm saying. I quickly got out and realized it was a dead body. So of course I went to call the cops, but before I could even pull out my phone, me and my friend noticed people watching us. We pretended to ignore them and tried walking away, but they started coming towards us quick. It was a man holding a gun with another guy walking up a little bit behind him. He started yelling at us, telling us to get off his property, and I started freaking out because I didn't want him to think I caused the body. So I told him we were filming for a school project and this guy was not buying it. He started holding up his weapon towards us and coming in closer, and that's when my friend makes a huge mistake. He starts running back towards my car, and so obviously I follow him and we can start hearing gunshots. We drive off quickly and neither of us are hurt, but I find this in my car. Watch more right here.
This kid broke a smoke detector in a plane bathroom, but it's secretly genius. Popular TikToker Krishna Sahay found himself on a plane, and for a challenge video, he was going to see if he could get away with blowing up a smoke detector. At least, that's what he wanted everyone to think he was up to, because just 10 minutes later, a fire was on board the plane and the pilot mysteriously passed out. And Krishna snuck inside within the few seconds and locked the cockpit door. And just 20 minutes later, these were the last words on the plane.
AR Canada 451, are you there?
Does this thing have an up button?
Everyone's been doing the ice bucket challenge and I keep getting nominated, but since I don't want to get wet, I had a better idea. I went on Facebook and looked through thousands of different profiles till I found someone that looked just like me. I then found out he went to a college nearby, so we went to the college and sat there for hours and hours till we finally saw him. Immediately, I had my friend tackle him to the ground and we grabbed him, put him on a chair, and tied him up behind an alleyway so no one would find it, just to do one thing: make him do the ice bucket challenge so everyone thinks I did it. Are you ready for the ice bucket challenge? Ready? Set. I do crazier stuff right here. Okay, you literally cannot make this shit up. I'm chilling in my apartment, right? Just relaxing. I witness a Hellcat literally zoom by, stop in front of this Range Rover. I mean, this Range Rover is nice. This is like a 200 grand Range Rover. That's like a new Range Rover, right? And he shoots him and runs off. Life is literally a GTA IRL session. I swear to God, like, life is short, so like, be safe out there. This is fucking nuts, bro. I accidentally stopped the biggest drug lord in my city. It started with me making a big mistake driving down a dangerous county road late at night, when I noticed a man on the side of the road waving with his car. And usually I'd never give someone a ride at 1 in the morning, but he had a nice Mercedes and seemed like a nice citizen. I let him hop in my car and immediately could tell something was gonna go wrong. He was acting really nervous, but as soon as I asked him where he was originally headed is when he started getting aggressive. Out of nowhere, he starts grabbing my steering wheel and trying to like make me crash. Luckily, I brake really hard and stop the car and hop out. I run out and he starts running too, and eventually I call the cops. And once the cops get there is when I realized this wasn't just any ordinary person. He had done the exact same thing to multiple other victims. I got a crazier story here.
One of the hijackers from the 9/11 incident has mysteriously been found to be alive 22 years later. The man in question, YouTuber Krishna Sahay, has a statement for the world.
Krishna, what are your last words?
Dude, I can always take your plane to work day. I asked PlayStation for a free PS5 and actually got an answer. See, I don't have a PS5 and I probably should just buy one, but PlayStation says you should send them letters, so I decided to test my luck. After hours of writing up a really good genius letter that they couldn't refuse, I mailed it off, but there was just one issue. I wasn't getting a response. It had been a week with no answer, and even though they probably just threw it in the trash, I still had hope. And after 3 weeks of checking my mailbox every single day, I got a letter from PlayStation with the logo on it. And when I opened it up, their response was, "Thank you for writing to us. Here's a $100 PlayStation gift card." I test dumber stuff here. How long can you pretend to work at Target before you get caught? I walked in with an employee uniform as well as a name tag and immediately started helping people by working cashier. And I would low-key slide them money straight from the cash register. We don't talk about that though. But that's when some of the security workers started noticing me. So I started befriending some of the other workers, and I even pointed some customers in the wrong direction until one customer reported me, and they literally told me that if I actually wanted to work here, go and actually apply. So I decided to apply, and I literally used Cluely to cheat during the interview. Yeah, so I'm gonna be really dependable, and I'm always gonna show on time, and then I'm also gonna handle fast-paced work consistently, dude. And bada beam, bada boom, I got the job. Shout out to Cluely. I bought this flamethrower for $30 from this weirdo on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna test if this thing actually works or if I just got scammed. First, I went to buy propane. This is propane, all-purpose propane. $90?
Oh, bro, what the hell?
$90.
No, that's the stove.
Oh, I'm propane security. And then we went to a forest so that no one would catch us in the act, but that was a really bad idea. You'll see why. But I literally couldn't get it to work, but after 20 minutes, this happened.
Yo.
Holy sh.
Yo.
Yo, we got a face. Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Bro, people think I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I'm just a fun person. Bro, you're literally hurting the plant. What kind of person are you?
Making a Christmas tree.
Watch me test more illegal items right here.
I just bought this police car. and we're gonna go pull random people over.
But first, let me show you how sick this thing is.
We're in the back of the police car. This is so uncomfortable. I see why people don't like going to jail now, you know? It's not even about dropping the soap or anything. It's literally about this back. It looks so realistic. It looks so realistic. Everything about it. And it is realistic because this was a police car.
And in fact, I doubt it's legal because why do the lights turn on? Like, can someone explain? So I hopped in and started driving.
Oh, it's fast. What? Why are police cars so fast?
That's a tuned V8.
We're going after this guy next.
This guy's brakes lights out. State ref. I had some fun pulling people over, but honestly, some guy got really pissed and I decided this is too much risk and it's super illegal, so I just stopped. And I bought a stolen supercar on the dark web. See, a few days ago, I found this website where a bunch of supercars were super cheap. We're talking about a Ferrari for $10,000, a Lamborghini for $15,000, and so much more. So obviously, I wanted a good deal, so I sent the money and was just hoping I didn't get scammed. And sure enough, the next day, I got a text to meet up at a certain location. So I drove there, and to my surprise, I wasn't scammed. Yo, Blanco, right? Keys?
Yeah. Hey, bro, don't get in trouble.
I got you.
You don't know me, bro. You never saw me. I'm gonna say you don't get the car from me.
I didn't get the car from you. No, I did not get it from you.
Dude,
did he just take off?
He's running.
I test something crazier here. Excuse me. Yeah, do you think I could like have one of the shopping carts?
A shopping cart? Yo, bro, I mean, they're free. You can just use them.
No, like I want to buy it. I want to buy it. I want to keep it. I want to own it.
So, I mean, you can just take the one over there, bro.
Really? Like your manager won't care?
Yeah, I mean, bro, slide me a 20, bro. It's fine.
I got you with the 100,
bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just don't tell no one.
I'm not gonna tell no one.
All right, we're just gonna take it. So as you can see, just like that, we have our own shopping cart back there. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I'm officially banned from every Walmart in my city, and it's not because I super glued one of the employees to the toilet or because I pulled the fire alarm. It's a lot worse this time. See, the other day I went to my local Walmart to grab some cookies and milk for a sleepover, and when I went to the checkout section to pay for it, I had a big problem. See, the cookies scanned perfectly fine, but every time I would try and scan the milk, it literally would not work. And I guess it was because the barcode was super messed up, but obviously I didn't want to steal, and since no employees wanted to come and help me out, so I just scanned the cookies a second time since they were a similar price to the milk and just paid for it since that was pretty fair. And obviously I got the bread off of some rock, paper, scissors. All right, let's make sure we're good for this. Come on, let's go scissors first.
Boom! Okay, let's go rock. Come on, don't fail us. Boom!
Oh, the cash right here. Boom! That's a huge dog. And just walked out of the store not thinking anything was possibly gonna happen. Well, clearly I was wrong because out of nowhere the next day, the police came to my door and told me that I was getting sued. And when I went and opened the letter, it was a paper from Walmart saying that I owed $4.32 for milk, otherwise I was going to jail. The other day while walking around in my neighborhood, I saw a missing dog poster with a $3,000 reward. And since I need money, I went to the local PetSmart, found a dog that looked exactly like the photo on the poster and bought it for $400. And then I called the owner saying I found their dog, and this happened.
Oh my god, you actually found him. He's been missing for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we actually found him.
Can we meet up, please? I've been like so sad.
Yeah, we can definitely meet up. Do you think you could quick send that $3,000 reward?
Yes, of course. Send me the information.
Yeah, I'll send you my payment right here. Yeah, did you send it? We can meet up right now, right after you send it.
Okay, I sent it.
I'm blocking them. And then we just returned the dog back to PetSmart for a full refund. I try more life hacks here. I accidentally stole a bulldozer and got in some serious trouble. See, last night I was exploring a construction site when I saw a bunch of excavators and started to check if they had the key in it. And to my surprise, one of them did. So I did something really stupid and went inside and started it up. I even started moving it around and playing with the up and down thingy. But just when I was trying to drive off with it, this happened. I'm sorry.
Private property, you need to get the out of here.
I'm sorry.
Come on, down.
I'm sorry.
How'd y'all even get in here?
We were lost. We were looking for a bathroom.
This ain't it. Go.
I do something dumber right here. I'm gonna cheat at the casino by using x-ray glasses that can see through the card. And then we're gonna see how much money I can actually win. And I know this looks like a lot of cash, but it's really just some hundreds stacked with one. I immediately got to the tables and just started playing some blackjack. But because I could see exactly what card was coming next, it was a lot easier. Honestly, the money went up really quickly. We are officially up 5 grand. And so what are you thinking?
Dude, I think we should just quit while we're ahead now.
Bro, they always say to quit when you're ahead. But how are you gonna get ahead if you always quit? Thanks to not quitting while I was ahead, I won even bigger. It wasn't all super easy though, because the pit boss was staring at us, the dealer thought we were crazy, but we still won it big, up $20,000 by the end of the night. But that's when the casino security stopped us. And instead of trying to kick us out, they actually told us not to leave. And in fact, they gave me a really nice suite, a private driver, and a ton of free food for the next couple days to keep playing. But just when we thought everything was perfect, everything got about 100 times crazy. Subscribe for part 2.
This might be the creepiest piece of treasure anyone has found at 2 in the morning. So it started with tracking down the geocache. And after pointing our flashlights and being careful getting into the tree, we unhooked the bottle and what was inside of it was terrifying and extremely eerie. See, we expected just a paper log, but instead found a key and a sticky note. When we opened the sticky note, it read 29.312 and negative 98.422, which if you couldn't already tell, these are longitude and latitude coordinates. But before I tell you what the location is, subscribe if you want to see me hit up this creepy spot. Because when plugging this into Google Earth, the coordinates lead to an abandoned asylum in San Antonio, Texas. And it's also supposedly haunted with extreme paranormal activity. If this isn't a complete troll, then this key might be our gateway into a secret room inside of the facility. So if you want to see the greatest break-in in YouTube history, let's get this video to 3 million likes. And remember, subscribe to keep up. What is the fastest way to get the rest of the toothpaste out of the tube? For the last week, I've been struggling with this tube, but I'm determined to get every bit of toothpaste out of it. But what if there's a better way than just squeezing it out? Which was when I started looking across the internet, finding the best way, and stumbled upon a guy using a door hinge to push the toothpaste out. So of course, I needed to test it out myself. And the video of me doing it is up on my Insta at Soren Lamau, so follow me there.
I found a way to fly anywhere for completely free. First, you want to go to the airport and walk up to any gate where people are boarded. And since they're about to hop on the flight, all of them are going to have their boarding passes ready on their phone. So all you got to do is sneak a photo of someone's boarding pass, cut them in line, and then scan in and get into the plane. And now once you're on, all you got to do is find an empty seat, sit there, and just like that, I made it to North Korea for completely free. I found a way to legally steal a PS5. First, you want to go to any Walmart that has PS5s and ask them to open up the little section. As soon as they do, grab it and run. Get out of the store. Even if the scanners start beeping, who cares? Just keep going. Just kidding. That's not the method, but this is. You want to go take it and pay for it, and make sure you add the protection plan. This is super important, and you'll see why later. Next, you want to take it to your house, take it out of the box, and use a screwdriver to open it up and take out every single important internal component. And then you want to fill up the case with coins, rocks. I used poker chips in this example, and then seal it back shut, put it back in the packaging, and go back to Walmart to return it. They'll spend like 20 minutes trying to check everything, but just trust in the process, and they'll give you a full refund, and you get to keep all the important parts of the PS5. For legal reasons, don't do this, but watch this. I found a way to get a Nintendo Switch for completely free. First, you want to go into any store that has them and ask them to bring it out, and then pay for it. Just trust me on this, it's gonna be free in a second. Next, you want to go take it back, take out the Nintendo Switch and its controllers, and keep this with you. That's all yours. And then what you want to do is buy a pack of batteries and just stuff the batteries in there and put it back in the box. Now you want to go back in the store and return it. This is gonna work because when they scan it, it's gonna give off this electrical wave from the batteries, which makes them know that you actually never took the Nintendo Switch out, and they'll give you a full refund. I test crazier things here. I found a way to get a Nintendo Switch for completely free. First, you want to stand outside of any major store and wait for someone to walk out with a Switch.
Yo, is that a Switch? Yeah, it is. You have a receipt? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just throw it out for you, bro.
Next, you want to go into the store and ask for one of them. And since you already have the receipt, all you got to do is take it and walk out. But if they somehow do decide to check, they'll think you already bought it. And just like that, free Nintendo. I found a way to get a Nintendo Switch for completely free, and it's actually genius. First, you want to go into Target and grab a trash can. I know it doesn't make much sense, but just trust me. Next, you want to go to the back and ask if they have any Nintendo Switches. And when they give it to you, instead of going to the front and paying for it, put it in the trash can. Then all you got to do is go to the checkout section and let them scan the trash can and just pay for it. for it. And just like that, you walked out, but you also have a Nintendo Switch. I test crazier hacks here. I found a way to get a PS5 for free, and it's actually genius. First, you want to go to any store that sells them and grab a cooler. I know it seems weird, but just trust me, it'll all make sense in a second. Then you want to go to the back and ask the employee for a PS5, but instead of paying for it at the front, take it and put it inside of the cooler. Next, you want to go to the checkout section and let them scan it, and if they look inside the cooler and notice the PS5, just tell them that you already paid for the PS5, and they'll just believe you and just make you pay for the cooler, and just like that, you can walk out and you got a free PS5. I do something smarter here. I'm gonna crash the Minecraft movie by pulling the fire alarm. You can create. Within minutes, everyone left the movie theater and it was completely empty. And law enforcement started surrounding the theater trying to look for me, but honestly, they probably thought it was another random person that does crazy stuff at the Minecraft movie anyway. So I hide in the bathroom and a few minutes go by and a guy comes in who's clearly wearing a fireman outfit and he starts banging on the doors and I'm like, what? I was keeping my feet up so he wouldn't think I was there, but bro starts tippy-toeing and looking at this point. I was embarrassed, so I made a last-ditch effort and ran out, and as soon as I ran outside, I was done for. It gets way worse right here. I found a way to legally rob Starbucks. First, you want to go in and ask if they do free drinks if it's your birthday. Some Starbucks stores will say no and some will say yes, but you want to keep doing this until you find 5 to 10 Starbucks that say they do give free drinks on your birthday. Next, you want to go to the dark web and order 365 fake IDs for every single day of the year. Now go into the first Starbucks and say, hey, it's my birthday, could I get a free drink? Show them your ID and get the free drink. Now rinse and repeat across 10 different Starbucks locations and you'll have around 10 different Starbucks drinks within an hour. But this is just the beginning because you're gonna go set up a little stand right outside of Starbucks and start selling all of the coffees for 50% off. Do this every single day until they raid your stand like they did to mine, and I do weirder stuff right here. I found a way to legally rob the Apple store. First, you wanna go into the Apple store and buy a new iPhone. I know most of y'all are broke, but just trust me, do it anyway, and make sure you get Apple Care with it. This is super important. I'll explain why later. Next, you want to take your new iPhone and put it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds. This will make it spark a little bit and even burn inside. Now, if you turn it on, you'll notice it's probably not working properly at all. So you want to go the next day and take it back to the Apple store and ask for a replacement. They'll probably tell you no, but make sure you tell them you have Apple Care and they'll take it and give you a brand new phone, as well as you get to keep your old one and sell it for money. For legal reasons, don't actually do this, but definitely watch this.
You seeing this? What? There's a paper that says room service. Room service, private collection, Valentina, Safari, Luna, Diamante. Yo, are these like food items or something? I mean, I sure think so, yeah. Right? I mean, those are weird names for food items, but maybe like jasmine tea? Maybe. It says dial on hotel phone.
At this point, the room was fully investigated, so I went ahead and started testing out that weird room service paper we found earlier. So I read through all the names. I think Bella is the one just because it says small dial, so we're gonna do number 55 on the thing. This is the phone to the hotel. This thing looks kind of creepy. Hashtag 55. It's making weird noises.
Is anyone saying something?
Hello? It picked up. Like, I can hear someone picked it up, but I don't know what's happening. Hello? Bella? Is there a Bella? That's weird. After making the call, we were super confused since it seemed like no one really answered us. You know, honestly, investigate the rest of the cupboards since there's something weird in that one.
Bro, is that...
Did you call someone here? Hello?
Hi, it's Bella. You ordered room service?
Yeah, it's like, is it supposed to be like food or?
Why are you recording?
Oh,
no, there's no cameras, you can't.
Oh, what do you mean?
Sorry, no.
Oh, what do you mean film this?
No cameras, please, no.
What? Why is she running? Bro, that was weird. Dude. Yo, lock the door, bro. The record! He did 0 inches! And now it's impossible to beat because you can't go less than 0 centimeters. So good luck to anyone who wants to beat this.
19-year-old Asian milk. Bro, at least you got it as well.
Dude, Krishna, are you on the fucking Amber Alert?
Oh, yeah.
Now we wanted to see if people would notice if I walked around in IKEA, and surprisingly, no one could tell or even batted an eye. That was until I started getting blasted on the news.
Dr. Krishna Sahay. The authorities are currently on the chase looking for Krishna.
20 minutes later, and I was officially caught. If you think I shouldn't have done this, hit the plus, subscribe. Which basically, as soon as you call it, it tries and triangulates your IP address and where you live and recites it back to you, which is super scary. So finally, I called this number, and this actually connects you to a real person who says they can deliver someone to your house to assist you with any special jobs or work. I gave them my credit card info to see if it would actually work, and I'm not kidding, 2 hours later, this girl showed up to my house. I test more right. I found a way to get free AirPods, and it's actually genius. As soon as you're in the store, you want to grab a bag of chips and just pay for it as usual, nothing weird. But make sure you keep the receipt. This is important for later. Afterwards, you want to go to the tech section and ask for AirPods. But when they hand it to you, instead of going and paying for it, take it, open the bag of chips and put it inside there. And then use a chip bag resealer like the one here and seal the bag to make it look like no one ever touched it. Now all you got to do is walk out of there, and if they bug you about it, you have the receipt showing you paid for the bag of chips, and just like that, I got free AirPods. I try more life hacks here. I found a way to get free AirPods, and it's actually insane. As soon as you're in the store, grab a bag of chips and pay for it, but make sure to keep the receipt. This is super important. Afterwards, go to the tech section and ask for AirPods, but when they give it to you, instead of walking to the checkout section and paying, just open up the chip bag, put the AirPods inside, and use a bag resealer to seal the bag up like it was never open. Now, all you got to do is walk out past asset protection, and even if they ask you any questions, you have the receipt, and just like that, you got free AirPods. I found a way to legally rob the Apple store. First, you want to go and buy at least 15 iPhones. I know y'all are probably broke and can't afford it, but just trust me, buy them. Next, you want to take 2 of those iPhones, open it up, and fill it up with rocks, and make sure it weighs exactly 170 grams. This is important, you'll see why later. Next, you want to go back to the Apple store and return all of the phones. Since there's so many, they won't inspect every single one. They'll just weigh it to make sure it's the right weight and just give you a full refund. Now you can take the 2 iPhones at your house and sell them for money. For legal reasons, don't actually do this, but watch this. I found a way to legally rob Chick-fil-A, and it's actually genius. First, you want to go through the drive-thru, but instead of ordering a meal like everyone else, just ask them for something that doesn't cost any money.
Do you think we could just get some napkins?
Yeah, you could just pull up.
And then now just wait through the drive-thru till you get close to the front where they're delivering everyone's food, and you'll see all of the workers trying to bring out orders to random customers. And all you have to do is when you see them walking near you, wave at them, and when they say the name on the order, just say it's you.
What is this for?
Jess?
Yeah, Jess.
Grill nothing, right?
Yeah.
And just like that, you have free Chick-fil-A. I do more devious things here. I found a way to legally rob Costco. First, you want to go inside, grab a shopping cart, and just start acting completely normal. But instead of buying normal items like everyone else, you want to find the backpack section and just pick one of them up. Next, you want to grab any items you want, but instead of scanning them, just stuff them in the backpack. I decided to get a bunch of Rice Krispies as well as some batteries just cuz, and then I just zipped up the bag, and just like that, all you got to do is pay for the bag, walk out, and the receipt checker will just let you go. I test crazier life hacks here. I found a way to legally rob McDonald's, and it's actually way too easy. See, as soon as you walk inside, you want to dig through the trash cans until you find a receipt. Then once you got your receipt, you just want to sit down, walk around, pretend like you're waiting for your food. But after a few minutes pass by, you want to go up to the counter and be like, hey, this is my order, this is my receipt, I paid for it, where's my food? It's been a while. And once they look at it, they're just gonna apologize to you and remake the food even though they already made it for someone else. And just like that, you got a free meal from McDonald's. I do more hacks here. I found a way to legally rob Starbucks. All you're gonna do is walk into the busiest Starbucks you can find. You gotta make sure there's a bunch of people, and you wanna act normal. Sit down at the table, just chill there for 10 minutes. You really wanna fit in with everyone else. Then you wanna start standing up for no reason, kinda near where they start delivering all of the drinks. Trust me, you'll see why this is important later. Next, they're gonna start calling out random names, and on one of the call outs, all you're gonna do is walk up there, grab the drink even though it's not yours, and just walk straight out confident. Now, once you get past the door, start running away, and this works every time. No one ever chases after you or does anything about it. I do more life hacks here. I found a way to legally steal a PS5. First, you wanna go to any Walmart that has them, pick one out, and just buy it. Nothing weird happening. saying, just trust me. Now, before you want to leave the store, you want to grab some tape as well. This is super important for later. And then go as fast as you can to the parking lot. Now, once you're in your car, open the box super carefully, take out the PS5 and the controller, but leave everything else in there, and then close it and use the tape from earlier to seal it up perfectly. You want it to look like no one ever opened it. Now, the next day, you're gonna go back to that same Walmart and go to the return area and give them the box without the PS5 and tell them you just didn't want it. And most of the time, they're not even gonna do anything. They're just gonna take it back and give you all the money back. But if somehow, odd chance, they do open it, just tell them it came like that and there was nothing in there. And just like that, they'll give you a full refund anyway. And I tried dumber stuff here. I found a way to get an iPhone for completely free, and it's super easy. First, you want to go into your local store and just buy an iPhone. I know you guys probably have no money, but trust me, it's worth it. And make sure to keep your receipt. This is super important for later. Next, you want to get a fake iPhone off of Temu for like 10 bucks. And as you can tell, this one is obviously fake. Like, what even is the startup screen? And then you want to take the real iPhone out and keep it, and then put the fake iPhone in. Now just go back to the store you bought it from and try and return it. And if they ask why, just tell them your mom died and you don't need it anymore. And they should just process the return and give you the money back. I found a way to get free food from any gas station. First, you want to walk in and pretend like you're just looking around for some snacks. Try not to be too suspicious and just chill. Next, instead of getting any food, you want to go grab one of the big cups from the slushy area. And then now you want to start stuffing food into it. Grab as much as you want, as long as it can easily fit in the cup. And then afterwards, fill it up with ice to cover all of the snacks. Next, you just want to put the lid on and then go check out. And even if they do check, like this guy did right here, trying to get some ice out here.
Is this ice?
Yep. They'll realize it's just ice and let you go. And just in case you somehow do get caught, you can just try and hit a quick dub. Okay, we need this to work. Come on, heads, please. Boom. Okay, wait, one more. Tails. Oh. And hopefully you'll be chilling.
I cheated and won Mr. Beast's Lamborghini from the Feastables 7-Eleven giveaway. And here's how I did it. Every single Feastables bar was one entry into the giveaway. And I needed as many entries as I could get. So I had to get creative. To get an entry, you either had to buy from the website or submit a receipt of purchase of a Feastables bar. I was gonna generate tens of thousands of different receipts with different serial numbers using AI, ChatGPT, and Photoshop. And submit all of them into the giveaway and increase my chances by 100x. All of the entries were linked to the same name, Krishna Sahay, and sure enough, 2 weeks later, this is the email I just got. We are absolutely thrilled to inform that you are the... Bro!
Krishna, holy shit, this is insane.
After exchanging some details, I talked to him on Instagram and discussed how I would actually get the Lamborghini.
I have the literal Mr. Beast official Instagram account DM. Krishna, I'm so happy.
Dude, he was kind enough to take care of a lot of the tax and complicated paperwork. If you also want a Lamborghini from Mr. Beast, subscribe.
I'm gonna crash the FNAF movie by pulling the fire alarm. Ready, set. As soon as I pulled it, everyone started running out of the movie theater. So instead of going out with everyone else, I went to the very top and started hiding behind it. But that's when a security guard came in and started searching through the entire theater. So I slowly made my way and snuck out. But that's when I saw police officers and firefighters running around the entire movie theater looking for the fire. And I had to sneak past another worker into the bathrooms to hide. And I thought I was good until the door opened and it was a security guard and a firefighter. And they started knocking on both the stalls, and just when I thought they were gonna go and kick me out, they just walked out and left and never caught me. I tried something dumber here. I'm gonna crash the Minecraft movie by lighting fireworks. That is insane. Immediately, everyone started evacuating, and some kids started crying because they couldn't watch the movie, but I didn't care because I find it so annoying that everyone starts cheering when they say chicken drop. But that's when I quickly realized I had a way bigger problem. Law enforcement was on to me, and they started looking for me, but of course I hid in another theater. And at first I was pretending just to watch another movie until the cops walked into my theater and literally caught me red-handed, since I still had red on my hands from when I blew up the firework. And now I'm getting taken away in a police car. If you thought this was bad, watch this. I found a way to legally steal a PS5, and it's actually super easy. First, you want to walk into Target and go ahead and buy a suitcase. I know it sounds weird, but just trust me, buy it and make sure you keep the receipt. This is important for later. Then you want to go to the back and ask the employee for a PS5, and when he gives it to you, don't go to pay for it at the front. Instead, put it inside of the suitcase. Then all you got to do is zip it up and just carefully walk out. And just like that, now you just got a PS5 for for completely free. I do something smarter here. How fast can you get banned from the Apple store? As soon as I walked in, there was a police officer, but I didn't care. I went to the display phones and started dunking them over and over again in water until they stopped working. And at the same time, my friend was in the back pretending to be an Apple employee and giving an announcement while my other friend was literally just grabbing brand new iPhones and stashing them in a black bag. And as we made a run for it, you could literally see security keeping an eye on us. And eventually they started just chasing us. But we managed to get in the car and drive off perfectly fine until a couple days later when a police officer showed up to our door and told me they were suing me for $20,000 worth of items stolen. But that's when I pulled the biggest Uno reverse card I had up my sleeves, because my dad actually owned the Apple store the whole time. I do something crazier here. I'm officially banned from every McDonald's in America, and no, it's not because I went into the back pretending to be the health inspector. It's way worse this time. So around a week ago, I went to my local McDonald's to grab some nuggets for my friend when I noticed that everything was just tasting a bit weird. So I put the fries in the bag and just decided to get a drink instead. And so I got a water cup and started just filling it up with Coke. But then the manager came out and he was pissed. They told me that if I didn't pay for a soda, I'd have to leave. So I threw the Coke at the store and left. For the next couple of days, nothing really happened until I finally got an unsuspecting knock on my door. It was the police and they told me I was getting sued for vandalizing the McDonald's. Watch something way worse here. Today, I was walking through Home Depot looking for some rope and a chair when I noticed something crazy. They were selling items for a literal penny. And that's when I came up with a genius idea. Because some of these items can sell for $100, $200, and even $1,000, I started grabbing every single item till my cart was completely full because I knew I was gonna make a profit. Even though people thought I was crazy, I didn't care and just went to self-checkout. But this is where things quickly took a turn because I was scanning my items like a good boy and they were all showing up as a cent. But as soon as I was about to pay, an employee came up to me and said this. And that's when I had my gorilla attack him. I found an Apple Store infinite money glitch. First, you want to go inside and buy their most expensive MacBook you can find. They'll bring it out and try and get you to pay, but make sure you ask them for a student discount. This will give you $200 off. All you have to do is fill in a little form. Just trust me, remember this for later. Now you want to go pay it, take it home. You can do whatever you want for like a week, do whatever you need to, but make sure it's in good condition because we're going to go back and return it a week later. When you go in to return it, tell them you lost the box and the receipt. They'll give you a full refund on literally everything, and you get to keep the $200 from the student discount. I test crazier hacks right here. I'm officially banned from every Walmart in my city, and it's not because I super glued one of the employees to the toilet or because I pulled the fire alarm. It's a lot worse this time. See, the other day I went to my local Walmart to grab some cookies and milk for a sleepover, and when I went to the checkout section to pay for it, I had a big problem. See, the cookies scanned perfectly fine, but every time I would try and scan the milk, it literally would not work. And I guess it was because the barcode was super messed up, but obviously I didn't want to steal, and since no employees wanted to come and help me out, so I just scanned the cookies a second time since they were a similar price to the milk and just paid for it since that was pretty fair. And obviously I got the bread off of some rock, paper, scissors. All right, let's make sure we're good for this. Come on, let's go scissors first.
Boom! Okay, return. Let's go rock. Come on, don't fail us. Boom!
Oh, the cash right here. Boom! That's a huge dog. And just walked out of the store not thinking anything was possibly gonna happen. Well, clearly I was wrong because out of nowhere the next day the police came to my door and told me that I was getting sued. And when I went and opened the letter, it was a paper from Walmart saying that I owed $4.32 for milk, otherwise I was going to jail. This is how you can legally steal from Domino's Pizza. First, you want to go ahead and call the local store and order 3 cheese pizzas and make sure to tell them that you're gonna pay when they get there. This is super important. You'll see why later. Next, you want to wait and camp at the Domino's store until you see your guy taking out 3 pizzas from the store and going into his car to go deliver it. Now you want to follow him. Just keep following him until he gets close to where he's supposed to deliver the pizzas. And when he gets really, really close, make sure you and your boy put on some black face masks and cut him off and get in front of him and tell him, yo, drop the pizza, drop the pizza.
Drop the fucking pizza! Drop the pizza!
Remember, you don't want to have a weapon because if you just ask him to drop the pizza and he drops it, technically you didn't actually threaten him or anything. You just told him to drop the pizza and he listened to you. And now obviously he's going to be scared because of the mask. He's going to just go ahead and give you the pizza, and just like that, you're not going to have to pay. And you can go ahead and call Domino's and tell them, yo, I never got my pizza, and they'll deliver you a whole nother one for free. If you want more life hacks, watch this. I'm officially banned from every Costco in the country, and it's not because I tried tried to live in there or because I stole a bunch of their free samples. It's way worse this time. See, the other day I made a quick run to Costco to grab a couple snacks for a sleepover I was having later. And since I was in a rush, I didn't grab a shopping cart and was just taking things and filling up my arms. But even though I was carrying as much as I could, I still needed one more item, some maple syrup. So I grabbed one and put it in my pocket and then went and paid for the items. At least that's what I thought, because later that day, I realized that the maple syrup was still in my pocket and that I completely forgot to pay for it. So the next day, I went back to the Costco to pay for it. But before I could even get inside, this happened.
Yeah, but we know who you are. You didn't pay for that, man. Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here, man. We don't let you in.
Wait, what are you doing with my food? Whoa!
How fast can you get banned from DoorDash? I just signed up to be a delivery driver and we're gonna be doing some pretty devious things. So our first customer is very much American. He's decided for dinner today, he's going to be eating plastic, which is exactly why we are at McDonald's. Pretty sure the last time I was here, Julius Caesar was trying to friggin' conquer Rome. This is cool. All right, so we got his food. He opted for the spicy chicken sandwich. So we're gonna go deliver it to him now. I actually got mad respect for all Uber and DoorDash drivers. I have 33 minutes to go. I've been driving for like 8 and I'm making a whopping $14.50. Since the air conditioning was probably gonna cost more than how much I was getting for the trip, I started sipping on his Dr. Pepper while driving. So we're gonna ring the doorbell, wait for the guy, start eating his burger in front of him.
Hello? Are you from the DoorDash?
Yes, I'm from DoorDash.
Wait, what are you doing with my food? Whoa! What is going on? Are you out of your mind?
I'm just testing it before I give it to you.
I am going to take a photo of you and I'm going to report it to the DoorDash. That is not acceptable.
Bro, chill. Your food's here. Bro, relax with that.
Wait, why is the camera there?
Bro.
What are you doing?
He's just filming for my protection.
What were you protected? Are you out of your mind or something?
2 days later, and this happened. Watch me do even dumber things here. I found a way to legally rob Walmart, and it's actually genius. First, you want to go into their trash cans and try and find a receipt with a ton of items on it. Next, you're gonna go grab a cart and start finding the exact items on that receipt and putting them in there. I'm talking everything. Now, after all that's done, you want to go to the front and start grabbing some of the bags and just bagging up all the items to make it look like you just bought it and checked out. Then you go to the front, and when they ask for the receipt, you show them the receipt that already says you paid for all of this, and then you got a free cart of absolutely everything. I try more crazy stuff here. I found a way to legally rob Walmart, and it's actually genius. First, you want to go to the pillow section and grab a pillow that has a zipper in it. This is super important. You'll see why later. Next, you want to walk around the store until you find something valuable and small. For example, I went to the jewelry section right here and picked out a bunch of gold bracelet and gold chains. Next, you want to just stuff all of them inside the pillow. And now all you got to do is go to the self-checkout section, pay for the singular pillow with all the goodies in it, and now you want to walk out. But obviously that didn't work for me because the police grabbed me and now I'm arrested.
I just found an ATM infinite money glitch.
TikToker Krishna Sahay caught hijacking local ATM systems. Thousands of ATMs throughout Texas closing down. Krishna Sahay is a horrible influence.
First thing you want to do is go call up your bank and let them know that you're going to make a decently sized withdrawal.
You can withdraw around $200.
No, stops the fraud protection when you're going to go to the ATM and actually take out the money. Next, this is crucial. You want to go and make sure your balance is slightly under what you're withdrawing. So if you have $200 in your bank account and you're trying to withdraw the $200, which is what we're going to do later, you want to make sure you have like $195 in your account. Next, within the same hour, you want to go to your nearest ATM at your bank branch and follow these instructions exactly. You'll notice these two buttons and you want to push both of them down and hold them around like 10 seconds later. 1, 2.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He does so much crazy shit for his videos. You got a bad fella.
Next, you want to go and press these exact numbers on the keypad. You're probably going to have to watch it twice. And just like that, voila, the ATM should spit out the $200.
I found a way to legally rob Walmart, and it's actually insane. First, you want to put on a worker uniform, stand by the front pretending like you're checking people's receipts, and when someone with a bunch of expensive items in their carts come, just take their receipt and tell them you just need it. Next, you're gonna grab your own cart and find the exact same items that are on the receipt and start putting them in there. I'm talking absolutely everything. Now, after all that's done, you just want to confidently walk to the front, and when the guy shows up and tries asking for your receipt, give him the receipt that you took, and it's gonna show that you bought all of those items already and fully paid for them. And just like that, you got a full cart of expensive things for completely free. I do something crazier here. I found a way to legally steal a Nintendo Switch. First, you're gonna go to your local Walmart, buy the Nintendo Switch. Nothing weird here, just pay for it in full. But on your way out, make sure you buy some tape. Next, you're gonna go to the parking lot, take the Nintendo Switch out, just the Switch and the controllers, leave everything else in there. This is super important. You'll see why later. Next, you're gonna go ahead and seal up the Nintendo Switch with the tape you just bought and then keep it at home for a whole day. Now, the next morning, you wanna go back into the same Walmart and tell them that you're trying to make a return because you don't need it anymore. Now, most of the time, they're not even gonna check what's inside and go ahead and give you a full refund. But just in case they do and they tell you, yo, there's nothing in there, just tell them, hey, when I bought it, it actually came empty and that's why I'm returning it. And just like that, you'll get a full refund and get to keep the Nintendo Switch. I try crazier stuff here. I got banned from Buc-ee's and it's not because I tried pulling a fire alarm or because I was peeing on random people's shoes. It's really bad this time. See, the other day I took a stop at Buc-ee's to get some snacks and I was like, you know what? I might as well fill up gas. So I started filling up and just left it there and went inside the store. But when I walked back to my car, I noticed the gas was spewing everywhere and it started overflowing. But that's when things got even worse because a lighter literally fell out of my pocket and a fire was starting.
Krishna, we gotta go.
So I drove away as fast as I could to not let my car burn down. And I mean, look at the fire. We were in so much trouble, but I just drove away as fast as I could till a cop pulled me over and said he knew I caused the fire because my car was literally burned. It gets really crazy right here. I'm officially banned from Dave & Buster's, and it's not because I tried pulling the fire alarm or because I tried to steal one of the prizes. It's way worse this time. So around a week ago, I went to my local Dave & Buster's with one goal: try and win the PS5, which is gonna cost 160,000 tickets. And obviously I wasn't gonna be able to get that many tickets by playing legitimately. Like seriously, 4 tickets, dude, let's keep it real. So I bought one of those little trash collectors and started playing this fish game where you grab the balls and you try and get them into the little jugs, and we would just take the ball with the trash collector and put it in over and over again. I was literally winning thousands of tickets every minute, but I wasn't in the clear because people started looking at me and the workers did too. But I just kept on playing and had over 200,000 tickets after 1 hour. But when we went to cash out our tickets for the PS5, the manager of the store came up to us and told us that we're not getting any prizes, and he blacklisted us from every Dave & Buster's in the country because we cheated. But we did worse right here. I'm banned from driving in the state of Texas, and it's not because I was speeding or driving through red light. It's because of a flashlight. Let me explain. See, I bought this $250 flashlight off the dark web and was testing it outside, and this thing was so bright, it was blinding. Oh, my eyes! But I had one problem that I didn't even realize. There was a cop secretly watching us the whole time, and after a few minutes, he pulled us over. I get pulled over every 2 freaking days. He took the flashlight and towed my car, but the worst part was after they inspected it, they said it was illegal to own and I'm not allowed to drive for 1 year. I test this and more here.